Hello everyone and welcome back to Dishonored. This is episode 9. Last time we went to a party. Lady Boyle's last party, in fact, and we actually went for a lethal route with taking her out. Probably because we didn't engage in the necessary steps to open up the non-lethal pathway, so we just went with it, you know? We committed to the choices we had made, and she is no more. Spring razor trapped. What a way to go out. We are now back at the Hound Pits pub for the final move. It says, I don't know, this is feeling very climactic. With the removal of Lady Boyle, his greatest financial supporter, the Lord Regent is now as vulnerable as he has ever been. It's time to make preparations to strike directly. Okay, we're going to attack his life points directly. Let's see if this is actually the final move. It kind of looks like things have fallen into place to kind of allow that. I couldn't really imagine what else could happen at this point. Like, we have Emily. We've taken out the other pieces on the chessboard. The Lord Regent seems exposed and vulnerable. It might be time. Let's jump in.
Pendleton said he would meet us here. I checked the wine cellar. Losing family gives a man a thirst.
He is an alcoholic. I don't know if that bodes too well.
Pendleton's here someplace. The river's the only way out of here.
Okay. Lord Pendleton is up there, okay. We've got a note.
I trust you enjoyed the Boyles'
Dunwall
hospitality.
citizens. The masked criminal is believed.
Lord Pendleton is anxious to see you. I think he is taking his morning refreshment.
Explained lights
Morning refreshment, okay.
and signs of conflict originating
is
in the
tired.
evacuated buildings.
Sam. Note from Courier. Masked man, this note is for you. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. There is a package next to your bed, and a note from the one who wanted you to have it. A humble footman. Okay. You open the note, and it's just like, we know. Okay. My bed, hey? Okay, well, Pendleton can wait. I've got notes to read. And gifts to obtain. Oh, it's a rune. I can hear it. Lovely. Okay, the note. Whoever you are, I must thank you for sparing at least part of my family. We all have enemies, certainly we Boyle women. In a way, you've done me a favor, so you deserve a reward. I've passed this along from one of my servants through another who knows another to one of yours. May we never cross paths again. Interesting. One of the Boyles has rewarded us for removing the other. We are one rune away from being able to completely stop time. Well, there you go. I guess Emily's in her room.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The streets adjacent to Boyle Manor remain off limits pending an ongoing investigation.
An ongoing investigation. Okay. Let's see. Pendleton is just chill on his own, so he is here, that's fine. I don't know why I just jumped off like that.
Do you need me to build something for you? I can make anything, practically.
I have a habit of just jumping off of things and just being like, suffer the fall damage, apparently. What have you got for me, boy? Upgrades. Yeah. That's alright. What's this down here?
I imagine you made that masquerade a lively event. I doubt there will be another high society party that will live up to it.
Oh, I tried my best. Alright, hang on. Sokolov technology in the new age. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsman of the City Watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. I never really thought about that, but we could probably shoot the tanks, couldn't we? And then it would blow. But that would be a very dangerous path to take. I'd be quite curious in seeing a different outcome of this game that is just pure chaos and anarchy. I'm really happy with how we've proceeded through it personally. I really think it's satisfying to do it the way that we've been going through it. I think even if the game didn't have a influential, pop-up that was like, hey, the ending is affected by your actions, I would still partake in the stealth, because I guess I went into this game with the understanding that it was like a stealth experience, because it always gets recommended and compared to the other stealth games I've played on the channel, so I would probably actively participate regardless. But I am very curious to see how chaos would sort of sow in the streets if we were to murder people.
The copper wiring is making all the difference, increasing the output by almost 50%. Yet, the whale oil still has too many impurities. I need to find a way to filter it myself if that idiot can't provide a better grade. Even the Academy doesn't have anything that will refine it to the specifications I require. Something new then. Perhaps using charcoal or a multiple chambered device. I feel confident that the answer will come to me tonight as I slumber.
With a visit from the outsider, perchance, that's why. Perhaps it will come to me in a dream. Let's get back up here. Oh, Emily is not here.
Yes, I tell her you will still need to study. And as Empress, you'll have proper tutors, one for each subject. And many personal servants. She asks if she'll have spies. Yes, I tell her. I suppose you will. And advisors. So many advisors your head will spin. She wants a cake maker. Well, I tell her you'll have a whole kitchen staff with an army of chefs. And of course she asks if she can have cake every day. And I say if that is your wish, my young Empress, which always makes her giggle. Sometimes she gets so sad, remembering these things. They remind her of her poor mother. It's been 6 months, and Emily is resilient, but sometimes I can hear her crying when she thinks I'm asleep.
Oh, the poor girl. A hidden audiograph player.
Hello, I am Callista, and I am Emily's teacher, and this is my lesson plan. Boring sums, boring history, boring geography, boring 7 strictures. Ugh, why can't we study sword fighting, and sailing, and monsters?
That's very classic. The child who is forced into a particular role and they wish they're a very adventurous spirit, you know? Why do the boys get to be these type of people and I want to be this type? Where is Emily? If I cannot find her myself, I will have to dark vision. But we'll check these rooms.
Hello, love.
Oh, okay.
I once snuck into a party at the Brimsleys. Very strange it was, too. Had a fun night out, did you?
As always, Lydia.
That is not the vintage I asked for, you half-wit ox. No matter, just set it down. Leave both bottles and get out. I'm trying to write my memoirs.
Fucking hell, he is, he's going down. He is, very unfortunately losing the plot. It's getting worse, I feel. Oh god, it's shut this time. Again, hang on.
You are required to cooperate.
Okay, no one's bathing this time.
As you would members of the City Watch and Elite Guard. They speak
never know.
with Lord Regent's authority.
Hello, fellas.
You've come
Area
very
map.
far, Corvo. We are almost there.
Havelock log, entry 5. Oh shit. Teague Martin is now High Overseer. He is a clever one and his ideas have taken us very far. Considering where he comes from, he should be very pleased with himself. Now we can be assured that the Overseers will support our claims, whatever they may be. There is only one man now standing between us and complete control of the Empire. The Lord Regent will soon find himself staring into that hideous mask of Corvo's, of that I have no doubt. But what happens after that? Shit, okay, so Teague Martin was, like, strung up in, like, the courtyard as, like a traitor to be made an example of, and was then able to become High Overseer, like superseding everyone else who's like in the actual establishment. I'd be really curious about how that actually played out. Like, was that a Pendleton vote in like Parliament or something that was able to sway that election? Interesting. We can now actually see the Dunwall Tower map for the first time. Entrance, first floor, and second floor.
We are moving closer and closer to an empire free of the corrupt and depraved.
I did.
Not much further now, Corvo.
Between the ages of...
I take it the Boyle's party ended as planned? That will break the Lord Regent's financial base. We'll see how loyal the guards are when they're asked to work on credit.
He has the bloodlust. He tried to seize control of the military after the Empress. After the Empress was murdered.
It's interesting having the voice of the Empress say the Empress was murdered. I think that's why there's like a pause there.
Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart.
Okay. If nothing else, gentlemen, I'll be on my way. Alright, time to find Emily and Callista.
Yeah, nice.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. If you notice suspicious lights or sounds emanating from evacuated buildings, please bring this to the attention.
Sam's actually in the pub. Alright, Callista's here.
Corvo. Emily's hiding again. It started as a game, but it's turned into her way of teasing me. If you see her, will you send her back to me? It's time for her studies.
Maybe I'll check the abandoned apartment. Interesting.
Things are moving pretty fast now, eh? All that with Lady Boyle just now will probably put the Lord Regent into a state. I'll be ready in case you need to leave in a hurry.
I just don't like the way they look at me. I'm not a fool. I know I'd be the first to go if they got rid of people.
Don't say that. The heart told me someone else is going to go instead. Actually, she might be...
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The streets...
Now we're playing hide and seek with Emily.
Remain off limits.
She might be underground.
Investigation.
Hopefully she's not in the sewers. Well, she's not hanging out with Sokolov, is she? Oh, okay. Sokolov here? Alright, Sokolov is still there. But we do not have the Hound's Pit key.
Nice.
Oh, I see a river crust. We can at least deal with these. Open up. You can open up and then you can... Come on. I'm not exactly sure how to trigger it to open. I think maybe I just have to stand in front of it in a particular way to get it to open. Old Port District sewer key. Oh, and this is the yeah, the pub.
Nice.
Oh, there's no one here. I dare say Emily may be in the apartment. That's my bet. Oh, but it's locked though. And that goes to the old sewer, which is locked. Okay. Maybe Emily doesn't, like, appear until you talk to Callista.
Nice.
Can Emily conceal herself from dark vision? Is that possible? Is she not just gonna be... Would she not just be in my room? Oh, there she is. So she's in my room. She definitely wasn't there before, right? So she only appears if you talk to Callista. That makes sense, because we've already been up here, but she wasn't here before.
Nice.
She's just laughing.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are urged.
Shh! Don't make any sound. I'm hiding from Callista. It's a game we like to play. I remember playing hide and seek with you, too. I don't know why it's so much fun to hide from her. Here. This was at the edge of the river, in the mud. I put it under my pillow for good luck, but it gave me bad dreams. You can have it, as a present. I suppose I'll do my lessons now. Hiding gets boring after a while anyway.
She's being a rebellious spirit. Oh, we got a rune. Nice.
Callista talks in her sleep sometimes, but it's hard to tell what she's saying. I wish I had my own room.
Alright, well, we will go for the bend time level 2. Completely stopping time, and we move normally.
When I'm Empress, I'll never have to live in a place like this again. I dreamed the river got higher and higher, and we all climbed up to the top floor of the house into your room, but then the water turned into rats. I never have good dreams here.
What are the principal islands in the Empire?
Circanos, Bristol, Tivia, and Morley.
And which one is the biggest?
Crystal! And it's the best one, too.
And how does whale oil work?
That one's a trick. No one knows. Not even Piero.
Excuse us, Corvo. I'm afraid you're a little distracting for the girl.
Sure. Alright, time to go speak with Pendleton. I believe we've done all that we can here.
You did it. And now we've done away with a woman, and a noble woman at that. But Boyle was a viper. She helped the Lord Regent kill the Empress. So I don't feel a thing for her.
Personally, I heard you upheld my name in a rather spectacular style and at some risk to yourself. I want to thank you for it. This little item has been helpful to my family over the generations. But I think you'll find more use for it than I ever will. Go on. Take it.
Another rune?
You've had a long night, Corvo. But I fear it's not over. Havelock and Martin have already cooked up something more for you. They would like to see you now. In Havelock's chambers above the bar.
I like how, like, there's this sort of ancient power with these runes that have existed for, like, a millennia, and everyone's like, yeah, it's just been in my family for generations, just this weird little thing, you know, it doesn't whisper to me at night in dreams.
If you notice
just this normal device. Don't know what it's for.
Please bring this to the attention of...
Corvo, the time has come. Everything we have done, everything that you have done, has served to make this moment possible.
The Lord Regent is exposed, Corvo. Vulnerable. And now everything is in place to strike at him. We're one step from the throne.
One man, one beating heart, is all that's left of the forces that brought this city to the brink of ruin.
It is simple, but it will be far from easy. The Lord Regent's paranoia has reached an all-time high. He has lost the support of the Overseers, the Parliament, his financial base, and he's lost Sokolov, who made his security technology. So at Dunwall Tower, he has consolidated every remaining loyal man around him.
He knows something is coming. He knows you are coming. And everything depends on him being correct. Piero will help you prepare. Then Samuel will take you close to the tower, near the waterlock. Last time you were there was the horrible day that all of this started. Now you will go there and end it. Good luck, Corvo.
I'm not sure what else we could say, other than our hopes are riding on you.
It seems, like, incredibly significant that, like...
Royal Manor is a hornet's nest today.
Like, it seems very, very significant to address the fact that Teague Martin is now High Overseer, right? But, like, it's only written in an entry. Like, that's a very significant promotion. Alright, let us be on our way then. Alright, this could be it then, I suppose. The last guy.
Ready to face the Lord Regent? About time we took care of my say. Long past time.
You're right. Let's go to Dunwall Tower. Back to the beginning. Where it all started. It looks so much more dark and depressing in this image, because I think this area to the left is where we first entered in the boat, and then we went up. It is time to end the Lord Regent's rule, and if you succeed, Emily can be crowned Empress. You must return to Dunwall Tower and infiltrate the place where you once served as Lord Protector. Ever paranoid, the Lord Regent has upgraded security over the months and has a heavily defended safe room to which he will escape if you set off any alarms. I know that, you know, it's not an ideal situation. You'd rather still have the original Empress in command, but it is always like this slightly bittersweet thing when you're like, all right, guys, everything hopes on putting a child on the throne. Because then it's just like they're much more easy to manipulate and mold into whoever the advisors are, and their sort of wants and needs and goals influence the Empress. So you got to be like careful about who's actually protecting and who's actually with the Empress. Do they have the good of the city, the good of the people at their heart and soul here, or do they wish to put someone on the throne that they can control? You know, because we are, I would say, in terms of this storyline, the good guys, but also we're assassinating people, and if we're not assassinating people, we're giving them fates worse than death. And it's sort of this gray area where I don't think it's a distinction between good and bad, but it's like sort of more nefarious, manipulative, and doing what they feel is right. Or it's not really a good versus evil take, I would say, if that makes sense. We're not really doing good, but we're doing bad things to achieve good.
Last memories of Dunwall Tower might not be good ones, huh? So maybe you can make up for what happened back then. It'll be a bit of a climb from the water lot.
I've got a blink, don't worry.
The important thing is killing the Lord Regent. Built himself quite a place at the top of the tower. Calls it his safe room or something. Crazy if you ask me. Another point of interest while I'm giving you the grand tour, Corvo. Broadcast control station here where all them announcements come from. Might be worth looking into.
Okay.
You ready? Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be dead. And if not, well, it was an honor to serve with you.
Okay then. Returning to the waterlock. Now, I guess this is quite interesting that Lady Boyle had a direct hand financially, I suppose, in helping to facilitate the Empress's assassination. She's dead. Lord Regent directly involved with that. Is he gonna die? Will there be a non-lethal opportunity for him too? Or should we also off him? You know? How are we going to play this? I don't know. We'll find out. Setting off alarms could cause the Regent to retreat to his rooftop safe room, and the broadcast control station is located in the tower. A good opportunity to shut down the propaganda machine. Okay, so we've got the broadcast station. I even wonder if this might even be a forceful option to kill the Lord Regent. I would expect that a non-lethal option may present itself, but yeah, like I said, We'll sort of figure it out. We'll see what our options are. What we decide to do. I love the concept of what seems to be like the final mission here. Returning back to how it all started. I think that's really neat. Alright, up we go.
Doc whistling on duty. Regent asked, how's he gonna hear this assassin coming? Embarrassed? Doc for not bathing enough? He says the assassin's going to smell him in the dark.
I have a mind to dock you for too much conversing, guardsman.
Oh, no you won't. Because I helped with the new alarms the Lord Regent asked for. And he says to me, good work. That's right, me. For a second, I thought he might even shake hands, but then, no, quiet.
Alright, if we open that door, we're getting zapped with a pylon, so I don't think that's particularly a good idea. However... Ooh, nice. Good thing I'm a skinny assassin. Oh! found a bone charm without the heart. Fleet fighter, having your weapons out doesn't slow you. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's see. Actually, I like that one. I don't know how much swimming will do. There's a rune, and no bone charm close by. Right, that did not take me where I thought we were going to go. There's some over the other side as well.
And he says to me, good work. That's right. I thought he might even shake.
Oh, hello. Just don't attack me. Okay, settle down, guys. Ooh, okay. This is cool. Right, that just took us over here. Yeah, okay. Just getting a little familiar with the my ankle with the ins and out of the waterlock. I think we should go up to that one. Makes more sense. What's wrong? Why can't you get up there? Oh! Oh no! It didn't double jump. It didn't double jump that time. Oopsie. There you go, look, I don't need to aim at it. Since there you go. Double jump. Okay. We're up on the top. There's an arc pylon over there. Side door key. You are asleep. Oh, is this the side door? The control room?
Attention Dunwall Tower personnel. All new assignments report directly to the duty officer.
Can the arc pylon get us from above? I want to say it will. Like, I feel like it... I'm trying to see where it's plugged into. Okay, so I think it's the plug is like further downstairs. It looks like I'm not getting zapped from up here, so that's nice. But down there, yes. I wonder if I could blink successfully and not get zapped. Correct. Okay. I was able to blink to avoid it. There you go. No getting zapped today. Okay, well that's that then. Got some whale oil out of that one. I did. Don't want you to discover the other body in this room, but you can feel free to join him. I love the sleeping body pile, it's always my favorite. There's a guy over here. It's kind of a shame that we need another 4 runes now to get the next level of possession. That would be really nice, but I want to experiment with bending time at some point. Hopefully we'll find a nice opportunity for it. Nice night we're having tonight, sir. Guess that's where we'll be going. Okay. We'll have to find ourselves a way past that. There will always be a way. We might need to go up actually on the roof, which is quite interesting. We'll be taking the rooftop route, which is where the assassins were running on at the start of the game. Oh, actually, or the side door, which we looted from that guard. There you go. There's the gazebo. Ooh, okay.
Dunwall Tower.
This is where our this is where our hide and seek took place. So you could get an air assassination on that guy if you wanted. Alright, we're gonna go up through the back here. I have a feeling that the servant would not be happy to see me.
Don't you love the view from here?
This place makes me sad.
Why is that?
This is where the Empress was killed by that wretched murderer. Everything changed for the worse after that day.
It was a dark day for sure, but things were already bad with the plague. In any case, I wouldn't dwell. Let me comfort you.
I need to get back to work.
Can I come by and see you later?
I don't think it's a good idea tonight.
It's a very sad thing when you just see the whole environment kind of changed. Right. Just trying to carry him that whole time. This bush looks cozy. Have a sleep. Got another gate there. And a watchtower. This will be cool going into this area for the first time because we've barely touched this zone in the beginning of the game. I can't begin to tell you how much I love all of the unique little animations that all of these characters have, like the little adjusting of the little shield barriers and the messing around with the bow and the characters that are sipping and having cigarettes. There's so many amazing little animations that all of these NPCs have. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, what the fuck? What? No way! Oh no! Wow. Oopsie. I broke my legs. Wow. I thought I was actually pretty safe in the dark there. I didn't think I was exposed by the light.
Then, Aldo got docked for whistling on duty.
Damn.
How's he gonna hear this assassin coming? Embarrassed?
I was not expecting that because I thought there was enough distance and I was under the cover of darkness. I think whatever they're called, the tall boys, have a lot of they've got a good eyesight because there was the one in the last mission that could see us from across the bridge as well, more so than any other guard can. Let's do that again. Okay. Now I have to see about getting past this guy here. Wow. Like, I'm in the bushes. This is okay, so I wonder what it is. Do the fucking tall boys have dark vision as well? That's crazy. So, even in the bushes, they can see you. It feels like some pretty crazy detection. Alright, I gotta get past this arc pylon gate. A lot of lights here. Whoa. Sorry, mate. I can't risk being seen. I wanted to listen to what you had to say, but obviously I was a bit pressed for time there. You sleep. That looks comfortable. Maintenance engineer. I'm sure he understands. The Lighthouse. Excerpt from a recent historical work on King Sparrow Island. King Sparrow Island sits in the middle of the Renhaven River, and up through the previous century, it was only used by fishermen for occasional religious ceremonies. During the time of the Morley insurrection, a fort and naval dock were added to the island as a means of protecting the city from attacks by sea. In the time of the Rat Plague crisis, shortly after the tragic death of Empress Jessamine Coldwin, Dunwall's acting regent Hiram Burrows, HB, commissioned the construction of a modernised military installation and lighthouse on the island. Burrows Lighthouse, only recently completed, is widely considered to be one of the marvels of the modern age, humming with Sokolov's technologies, powered by processed whale oil. There you go. HB. Yeah, I forgot the Regent's name, because he's only really referred to as the Spy Master and the Lord Regent for the most part. Then he has that letter signed to Lady Boyle. HB. Okay. Crank that wheel. I'm in. Oh, these fucking fish, mate. These fucking feisty fish. Oh my god. Alright, God. He's like, it makes you want to, like, panic. You know? When you're being bitten by the fish. I wonder if the fish can go in there. Let's take a look. We've got a rune. Oh man, there's a rune close by. So we're gonna try and get to that. Felt like a straight shot the first time. It even had the arrows and everything. Okay.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Never doubt it. Okay. Sorry, bub. It's nap time, though. That'll do. Sewer capacity in the month of Nets by CityWorks Crew 17A. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of Nets. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells like hagfish guts too. We gotta get it done before the month of rain or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Been at this job for nigh on 28 years and I never seen one of them come below, except to measure with it old when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So these last 3 years been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crusts moved into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up. We all climb up fast. No other choice. Aww, having such a pleasant snore. Sleeping on the job. Alright. Official decree by order of the Lord Regent. Effective immediately, all access to Dunwall Towers hereby restricted to official traffic via waterlock only. The front gate is sealed with no exceptions. This order issued from the office of General Tobias with the full authority of the Lord Regent. Lovely. Okay. And now we can push into this other rune.
Dies.
I'm watching you and I'm waiting. Come on, mate. It's time for you to jog on. A grenade. Off limits. Captain Briarmont, I must ask you to speak with one of your men. Corporal Keyes reports to you, I believe. According to the morning duty officer, Keyes has been making his way to the basement, meeting with the Royal Interrogator. I have no idea what they discuss, but it's been reported that Keyes has an interest in the occult. Either way, I'm not an overseer, so I don't give a fig for how he spends his time when he's not on duty, but keep him away from the torturer. The basement is off limits to our men, Major Hawking. Ah, the occult, hey? Some outsider shrine shenanigans? Find the torturer's chambers. Alright, so that's in the basement. Interesting. Alright, I expect we'll take a look at that then. The basement in the Dunwall Tower, I would assume. Or like down here. Not down here. Oh, actually. Inactive pylon gates. There's someone there.
Oh, no, stupid goddamn Dublin somehow.
What you mumbling? Okay. So a deactivated way in over here. That door cannot be opened. So this is a way in. We just used it as a way out. Okay. Oh, there's a window. Lovely. Alright, this is our way in.
Indeed, I believe so.
Indeed. Alright. So I'm assuming we're trying to find the basement in this building specifically. And they're none the wiser on that watchtower being taken out of commission. Alright, I think that's a good opportunity to save. To Dunwall Tower foyer. The foyer. We're in, baby. The torturer is in Dunwall Tower, and this could be the perfect time to get revenge on the monster who inflicted so much pain on you. And we've got to find the broadcast control station too. We're in, baby.
Your report, General Tobias?
Everything is secure on the grounds, Lord Regent.
It won't hurt to check again. I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I think it would be best if you stay in your safe room on the roof for now.
I need the comfort of my own bed tonight. I trust you and your men can handle the tower security. Double the guard if you have to. Come see me before you finish your rounds.
Yes, as you wish, Lord Regent.
He's gonna go to sleep.
Keep this area secure and use that alarm if there's any sign of trouble. Yes, sir.
Just the spitting on the marble steps. Okay. The ego in this man. Look at his statues and everything. Okay, the torturer's chambers are there. The broadcast station's up there. And the Lord Regent's chambers up there. Alright.
Things are bad. Never doubt it.
How good is their eyesight? I wonder.
Dies.
Broadcast control station key needed, okay. Need to disable that alarm for sure. I could stop time. We could try and... I don't know how long it lasts for, but I can stop it. So in my powers, time is stopped for the duration of this power, but your movement speed is faster, relatively. Then time is useful for sneaking and assassination. Since your enemies are suspended in time, this power gives you time to slip past enemies or sneak away or to rush them unaware. Anything you come into physical contact with is pulled into your time and moves faster briefly. Bend time is also useful for stopping projectiles in mid-air, giving you a chance to move out of the way or even to collect them. That is super cool.
No, stupid cut.
Alright, ready? I don't know how long it lasts for.
Huh?
We'd never tested that before, so that was genuinely just a very risky first time use. That was cool though, I liked that. Alright, the alarm's been deactivated. Okay. That's fine.
Huh?
Oh! was supposed to work. It was just supposed to get me up there. The arrow was there. I should be able to climb it. God damn it. Okay. Now I've trapped myself in a weird spot. Alright, hold on. Let me up here, will you? Maybe I'll just trust my own climbing skills instead of blink. Just a few busts. I don't think if there's anything important in here at all, or whether it's all just useless storage for hiding in. Good enough. I always try to give them a comfortable spot to sleep. It's up to them if they want to stay on there or not. Okay, we can rat this situation. Alright, let's do that. There were rats in here. Where have they scurried off to? Have I made them clear out? God damn. Okay. Maybe I won't be able to rat after all. Damn it. In that case... I could blink up another level. Maybe. Oh. It's a risky one. It doesn't really want to do it. Yeah, okay. Doesn't really want to do it. Where did the rats go? I wonder what this switch does if I if I activate it. Kitchen key needed. Dunwall Tower exterior. Okay, so this was like another way in from the side. So there's a kitchen and a broadcast tower key. I wonder if that's just the switch for the alarm, but we've deactivated the alarm, so we haven't alerted anyone. I was wondering if it would turn on the television. Alright. I reckon we could just sneak past this guy in pure light. I could probably bend time, but let's... The problem is it's an arc pylon, and I need to get into that room. I want to just throw something to distract him, but I might be able to grab him. Let's just hope that he's got tunnel vision. Doesn't know I'm here. I can't grab him.
Stupid goddamn.
I can't grab him. Alright, sir. We'll try another route. I'll come back. That man's really locked in on whatever's right in front of him. Alright, that's a shame. I wanted to see if I could grab him. There's no rats in the vicinity. It'd be good if you could just like pick up pistol and like throw it as a distraction. Is there not anything in here that I can pick up and throw? Let me throw one of these busts. Maybe I can throw one of these. This will get his attention. Where is he? Right there.
What the fuck?
Oh, it explodes. I didn't realize that it exploded. Okay. Fuck. I should have expected it to explode because they talked about the whale oil exploding, but for some reason I thought that it would need like a more of a trigger and it wouldn't just blow up if you threw it. It's that volatile. It really is that volatile. Okay, it's that volatile.
Your report, General Tobias?
Everything is secure on the grounds, Lord Regent.
Have to check again.
I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I think it would be best if you stay in your safe room on the roof for now.
I need the comfort of my own bed tonight. I trust you and your men can handle the tower security. Double the guard if you have to. Come see me before you finish your rounds.
Yes, as you wish, Lord Regent. I'm heading up. Keep this area secure and use that alarm if there's any sign of trouble. Yes, sir.
Well, General Tobias is asleep now. Now, General Tobias is out. I want to turn this alarm off. So, listen to all those footsteps. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to stop time, turn the alarm off. And then what we're going to do is we'll possess a rat to go through this hole as we were trying to do before, because now rats are actually here. Rats going in the hole. We're a rat and we're going in the hole. Okay. I'm in, baby. Why is this on the ground? Right. Wait, why is it like... Why is this place wrecked? Why is this so shit in here? Okay, so we've got to try and get the key to the broadcast control station and also find our way to the torturer's chambers. Actually, now that I'm in here, probably a good idea to save. Okay, so we're just on the other side of the gate now. I kind of want to get into that room to turn off the gate because there might be stuff to find, but we don't know. Ooh, okay. A way down, perhaps? Weeper identification and handling, we've read. A security room key. How's your eyesight, sir? I've already turned around, it's fine.
And this train needs to go to the the Royal Interrogator.
Oh no. Why do I have to take it?
He's harmless, unless you're scheduled for execution or for questioning.
He's so strange. Always working on something he keeps secret. And he has that brute of a dog. I will find you. Don't make me call the city watch.
That did not go well. Alright, we've got the tower kitchen key. Okay, which is on the other side. Damn. I didn't expect it.
Where are you?
I didn't expect a servant to be roaming like that. Alright, that other guy... Oh, he's just hiding. He's just on his... I thought that was like a... Okay.
I will find you. Don't make me call the city watch. Hello? Oh no!
No!
Oh. Wow, okay. What the fuck? I love that that alerts everybody else. Okay. I feel like we could do this better. I feel like we can do that better. For sure. Oh, this is the autosave? Interesting.
Okay, where are you?
Okay, so it autosaved here.
I will find you. Don't make me call the city watch. Hello? Come out. I will find you.
Okay, I guess we'll do it that way. I guess this was the food for the Royal Interrogator. Now they can all sleep, and we will go to the chambers ourselves. Obviously, I don't know how many people are in a room. Yes, there's dark vision. I've already explained in a previous episode. I like the unpredictability of not using dark vision. I feel that it's much more realistic. I really like the element of sneaking by peeking around corners. Dark vision just removes so much of that sort of stealth element, and it makes it really easy. So we use it occasionally, but just not as a crutch, not too much. I personally like to go without it, you know? Because then it can lead to getting surprised like that, and it's a little more natural.
It's probably coming from the torturer's rooms. He's a walking freak show. Just stay clear of him. Everyone does. What's wrong with him? He's mute.
Oh, damn. I missed that dialogue. I thought it would continue. The torturer is mute, but it's more than that, apparently. Tales for children. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was a brawler his mates called Smiley. We've definitely read this one before. We haven't. It's a new version. Okay, we've read something that's similar. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was a brawler his mates called Smiley. He ran around up and down town, pulling off every kind of crimey. On Bottle Street, young with the boys, throwing bricks and glass and other toys. They'd start a fight, then run and hide, breaking, laughing, far and wide. Smiley liked to eat and drink all day and smash and bash the night away. Drunk and all alone, he drifted off asleepin', sitting on the bridge along John Clavering. A sleepin', claverin. I don't know, one doesn't really rhyme, does it? When he woke, something strange he found, stranger than a singing wolfhound. He'd become a blue-jawed hagfish, most slimy, and only remembered his name was Smiley. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was never seen again for all of timey, but he swam around up and down, drinking from the river, crying, "Why me?" He obtained the possession ability. Look how that turned out for him. Ah, yes. The old poop tube. What is that? I want it, but I have to shatter glass to get it? Of course. Alright, the torturer's chambers. So the option is to kill one. Yes, it is a little shrine. There's a hound here as well. Ooh. Hang on. Alright, hold on. Possession, we can control the hound because animal. While possessing a hound, you can sprint fast. Can a hound would a hound be able to attack under possession? I guess the option is to kill the torturer. For all the things he did to me. Well, I guess once you've possessed the animal, once you come back to your normal self, the animal is gone, so... Oh, I'm not close enough. Can I not possess the hound? Oh! There we go. The hounds cannot attack. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, it didn't kill. It did not kill the wolfhound. The wolfhound was like, what the fuck? It kills like a fish or a rat, but not a hound. Alright, well, we've removed the hound. Sorry, doggy. Should we kill him with his own torture device? Worshipping this stuff down here.
Here you are, Corvo, within the high walls of your enemy's stronghold. What an impressive sight you make on your way to face the Lord Regent. How will you end his reign? By blood or by truth? He's not an easy man to get close to. If the Empress had been as well guarded, how different things would be now. Is it just revenge you're after, or do you have another plan in mind? Will you restore things, make it all right again and crown a new Empress? Or will you send them all howling into the void? Either way, I expect a good show.
He's very mysterious because, like, I actually quite expected I guess even like more of him, I suppose, because like the way that he was set up very early on, I was like, okay, I'm really curious to see how the outsider is going to develop alongside this story. But he just kind of has it, right? He just like gives you the powers, and then he shows up only if you find these shrines and talks to you about things. It's quite interesting seeing his mythical influence on the world, and doesn't really have a direct influence on the story or like appearances or like that. I think it's quite unexpected in a good way. It's really cool because I want to learn more about him and the history of Dunwall and everything, and the city that was discovered that's buried from a millennia ago, you know. Oh, dearie, dearie, down in the cellar so dreary. Why won't you come out to see me? When you were here, we made them scream, didn't we? Come back to visit and I'll give you another present. Carved and shiny. You aren't much in the way of proper conversation, mind you, but I do love to watch you work. Come back and I'll tell you stories. Such stories, your dear granny. So Granny Rags, like, spreading the word of the outsider. Here, I have one outside. Here, you have one. You have one. You have a rune. Dreary, 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 dearie. Spreading the good word of the outsider, old Granny Rags. We'll let him sleep. We'll let him sleep. What's interesting is the objective is obviously still here, to kill the torturer. Shove this up his butt. Will the spring razor trap work? It would be kind of nice if you could wake them up and then have them like walk over a spring razor trap. We'll just leave it alone. How it could have gone was having the dog maul the the torturer instead. Okay, so the torturer stuff's done, but I need the broadcast control station key, and I do not know how to possess that, so we'll have to keep looking around.
Stupid goddamn Dublin son of
Restrict an errant mind before it becomes fractious and divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way, and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise.
Yeah, that was actually intentional, guys, because it lured him out.
He doesn't train fools. I know someone is here.
Or I'm gonna have to put this guy to sleep. Or I can't make it past him.
Let's see who's hiding.
Got you now!
Oh no! I thought I was being. No! I thought that was a good hiding spot. Damn! I thought that would be a good hiding spot.
Restrict an errant mind before it becomes fractious and divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way, and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in a man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark, an entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person related. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity.
You stopped reading, which means I guess I have to read the rest of the 7 scriptures. Strictures, whatever they say. You go to sleep then. Good job. I'll take over for the rest then, I suppose. Oh no, that's literally it. He read the whole thing for us, which is nice, but there's still rampant hunger, wanton flesh, and the errant mind. Sure, okay. Influences of the outsider. Brother, with an anxious heart I respond to your letter. If your suspicion is true, I have grave misgivings about those presiding over Dunwall Tower. I've only recently resolved my disagreements with the Abbey, and it has come upon me as a surprise that some are lobbying me to take up the mantle of High Overseer, but despite all that is going on, I hope to advise you personally in this matter. Last time you wrote, you speculated that the mute who serves as torturer within Dunwall Tower might be a follower of the outsider. Might be. He has an odd countenance, his tongue is twisted, and he cannot speak, and a wolfhound follows him about. And to this, the incomprehensible groaning and the litany of repeated whispers you hear coming from his chambers at night, and it seems certain. At first I found it hard to believe. How could one I admire so, such as the Lord Regent, allow this to go unchecked within his own house? Surely he must respect the 7 strictures, but now I see the pieces arranged before me. I must tell you, it aligns with a vision experienced by one of our sisters from the oracular sect. Coming to me in this night, she spoke, "Silence inflicts pain, and a hound's shadow follows the puppet of the outsider. Your position at the tower has been of great use to our order, and there is no shame in reporting back to me. You are an overseer, first and foremost, and it is your sole duty to protect the world of men from the malevolent influences of the outsider. Tell no others of this, and await my instructions. I must wonder how high up into Dunwall Tower this corruption has spread. Martin." So, with an anxious heart, I respond to your letter. Recently resolved my disagreements with the Abbey, and they are lobbying for me to take up the mantle of High Overseer, and he's become the High Overseer. How could one I admire so, such as the Lord Regent? How interesting. When was this letter written? Is this a recent letter? Because if he's admiring the Lord Regent, he's within our ranks here. I'm not sure. Because if that's a recent letter, that feels like it should be a concern. Has anyone got a key to the broadcast control station? Oh, careful. The Whalers. Oh, the Whalers is a new one. There you go. Except from a journalist's report, one gentleman of advanced age swore that his brother had been taken by the Whalers, a notorious gang associated with a man called Dowd. According to Pierre de Mansfield, his brother Radolph was proud of working with the Royal Spymaster's Responsible Citizens Group, feeling no shame in reporting on what he perceived as shady dealings by his rivals at the fish markets, but this might have been the source of his trouble. On the 6th evening of the month of Hearths, Radolph came storming into Pierre's home, white-faced and panic-stricken, claiming to have been chased by a group of ruffians wearing the leather suits and vapor masks used by the men working in the whale oil factories. Pieter gave him supper and drink, sending him on his way later in the night, after which Radolph was never again seen.
This is just ridiculous.
Huh?
No, stupid goddamn dumb son of
I keep holding X and it's not carrying the guards after. It's quite annoying. Maybe I'm just letting go of it like a moment too soon or something, I'm not sure. Okay, Lord Regent's chamber is guarded by another arc pylon gate. Ooh, this is a colorful hallway. Alright, this is on our way to the broadcast control station. Oh, there's another hound and a music box. Okay. So the best bet I find is to possess the hound, run it away from everyone. I can either put it to sleep or kill it, sadly. And they're none the wiser. They don't know how to... They don't even respond to the hound running off on its own. But this is a difficult little... spot here. Okay, you're coming down this way. Oh, what the fuck? Another new guard is here. Well, perhaps you wish to join your friend. Big room. Can afford to make a little bit of noise. Okay. Oh, there's a painting for us to grab.
Stupid goddamn dumb son of...
Unfortunately, you can't always get the perfect stealth grab. Yes, you never know when people are going to turn around sometimes, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, look at that. Interesting. The Empress and the Empty Sect. Wow, okay. We can get to the Lord Regent from here. That's bizarre. Okay. Hopefully dude doesn't lean down. Wow, okay. So he's right there. Empress Jessamine Coldwin. Many of those who lived through her reign will weep until the ends of their lives over the pale beauty with the piercing eyes and the foul end she met at the hands of her own twisted servant and protector. In her father's day, the Coldwins were thrust into the limelight despite their distance to the throne when the former dynasty provided no heirs. A prosperous age followed the emperor, but his daughter would have a different luck. During her short life, political intrigue and minor conflicts created cracks in the empire, undermining unity across the Isles. The Rat Plague, however, was a terror for which neither Empress Coldwin nor any other living being was prepared. we find ourselves up here. Oh man, I can just see him. He's like right there.
Council right now.
So damn. Broadcast control station though is what we've got to do first. Let's see about this, shall we? We're over the other side, but I expect there to be some crossover. Dunwall Tower rooftop. Okay. And the wind is howling out here. Sleepy time for you. I wonder if we can get into the broadcast tower from here. That sounds like a tall boy's footsteps. Like right on top of me. I guess it must be... Oh, it might be in there. Alright, we could possess a rat to get in. It's always very like Sauron, like the whispers and the red flash with the possession always makes me think of Sauron. Oh, this is the safe room. And there is a tall boy in here, okay. I might end up assassinating this one. Okay, we're in the safe room. Okay. Damn. Okay. We will become rat. And then we will go through here. No! Are you serious? Oh, as the rat cannot fit? You are joking. Okay. Okay, well I can at least just be here anyway. I don't even need to worry about the gate. Okay. Losing support. Lord Regent, since we've lost the financial support of the Boyle family, things are dire and we've had to make major cuts. The patrol boats stationed in the Wrenhaven River around the tower have been redeployed to North Bank to protect the few food shipments still trickling in from the farmlands outside Dunwall. Sir, I'm warning you now, this means that the approach to the tower from through Waterlock is now exposed. It's unlikely that an attack would come from the river, but I know how you worry. Ironically, there's one thing working in our favor. Since the Waterlock malfunctioned last month, that idiot who maintains the moat flow controls hasn't been able to repair it, and with Sokolov missing, no one else is sure how to get the blasted thing working again, so anyone conducting an assault from the river would have to climb up the pipes in the Waterlock, which is hard to imagine. Yes, absolutely, unless you had the powers of the Outsider, perhaps. And there's General Tobias. Okay. Careful. It's always funny having an arc pylon, but then literally the door is open. Makes me wonder how else this this situation here could play out, but we've got the rune from the safe room. We now have 4 runes, so if we get one more we can get the second level possession. I'm gonna have to wait this guy out. And then I still need to do the broadcast control station. Oh, I think I have to get out through the front door. Because I don't know if there's a rat anymore. Let's get out of here. Oh! Hang on, there's more here though. Hold on. You don't have a dog with you. That's a mistake. Oh, Jesus. What happened here? Someone's head was blown off. The Trials of Aptitude. We have read that. And this is the way to the alarm. Still doesn't get us out of here. But now we're going out through the main doors, so... Oh god, okay. This doesn't go to a new screen naturally. Okay. Me out. Oh, you could get in through the window there. Another alternate way in. Now it is not looking like I can get to the broadcast tower from here. Oh shit. Sorry, mate. Oh, what the fuck? Damn. Jesus. Okay. That was a terrible blink. I don't know why I did that. That was a terrible blink. I shouldn't have done that. For some reason, I thought I might have been able to like drop down with this platform like this. It looks like it was a little a point of entry or something, but. A silly move. Now, it looks like we've got to go over the other side to get to the broadcast tower. There was not a crossover that I was hoping for. That objective is really going to stay as well for the torturer, which is quite interesting because we haven't killed him. Problem is... Oh, actually, hang on. This might be our chance. I was just going to say the problem is the guy with the dog. Alright, hold on.
Huh?
No. Oh, come on. No way. Why are you looking that way, dude? Why aren't you looking straight? Focus on your objective. Don't focus on me. Jesus. Terrible. Alright. Quickly get this guy out before the guy with the dog comes back. Ditch the body. I need to get into this door. Okay. Tower of Dunwall. For over a century, Dunwall Tower has been the capital of the Isle of Crystal and the seat of power across all the isles of the Empire. Rulers have come and gone, each adding something to the structure. Gardens, observatories, new walls, pools, and specialized interior chambers to suit their needs and whims. Dunwall Tower has withstood numerous wars, several large-scale fires, and the collapse and rebuilding of the Northern Wing. With Tivia and Sokernos joining the Empire first, it was Morley that resisted longest. Some of the conflicts that arose also necessitated the further fortification of the tower. Repeated assassination attempts near the end of the conflict with Morley resulted in the creation of the Royal Protector position, with each ruler choosing his or her own Royal Protector after careful consideration. And we were carefully considered and then framed, unfortunately. Failed Experiments by Piero Joplin. Oh, this is interesting. One of Piero's books is in here. Of course I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Yes, the portal gun will be made one day. Looks like we'd read that one before. Okay. Lord Regent's chamber key needed. Okay, this is his chamber. We can get in there by just blinking right over the gap. If we really wanted. The sewers beneath Dunwall. Across the generations, the aqueducts and tunnels beneath the city of Dunwall have served a variety of purposes. In the earliest days of the city's history, several primary canals were used to channel river overflow during times of flooding, and for a time it was fashionable for wealthy aristocrats to commission underground water passages, giving them access to their estates from the Wrenhaven River and its minor tributaries. Over the years, these tunnels began to interconnect, sometimes by design and sometimes by accident. The history of the tunnel system is rich. As every schoolchild was taught, rebels used the sewers extensively during the Morley insurrection. As discussed in popular bar songs, lovers often find privacy in some of the cleaner entry points, with fresh air brought in on the winds from the river itself. On a darker note, in addition to seeing traffic from gangs and smugglers, it is rumoured that the current royal spy master himself, Hiram Burrows, has a network of informants who know the twists and turns of the sewer system by heart. Until recent times, the older tunnels suffered from repeated collapse, creating sinkholes that occasionally consumed entire street corners. The current system rarely suffers from such calamity, since the sewers were reinforced and expanded by the city planning department during the rule of Emperor Yuhorn Kaldwin I. There you go. Now, this is a problem. Oh, it was gearing up. Where is the power source, I wonder? This is not gonna be good. I wonder if I can get under there. Here we go. Let's see if we can get away from it. Okay, I'm in.
Ban on whale oil is now in effect.
Oh my god, it's a guy just talking, yes. Amazing.
Oil in possession.
We're gonna take out the propaganda officer.
Anyone caught burning oil will be subject to arrest. This message is a directive from the Lord Regent himself. We must all trust in the Regent.
Oy, okay, we're getting a little fried here. I can see that the power cable is down. Oh man, just gotta hide behind these pillars. Not the cleanest ever. It really has some range, this one. Alright. Here it is.
The Lord Regent would like to remind us that all curfews will be enforced.
Alright, we got it. That's out. We got zapped. Got zapped a couple of times.
Bids each and every citizen of Dunwall a pleasant night.
Wow, if you just got the broadcast key, you'd be able to just unplug it immediately. Alright, here we go. We can now ascend the tower. You know something we haven't actually done in this area much? Listen to the heart.
If the plague were to take the entire city, or flames consume it, Dunwall Tower would be the last to fall.
Been too focused on everything else.
The Lord Regent resides here, as do those who await their turn with the executioner, though their department's different. He walks the floor, careful to touch each stone only once, counting. He cannot purge his
This
mind
is an
with thoughts.
important message from the Lord Regent. Never toss the bodies of plague victims into the streets or river. Lay the dead carefully, side by side, at your nearest cemetery or undertaker, and alert your local dead counter immediately. Non-compliance is punishable by imprisonment.
Does he move? Oh, he does move. Sleep tight, baby. Oh, I was supposed to talk to the officer. Oh. Oh. Hang on. I didn't realize we were supposed to talk to the officer. All right, Corvo, what do you got to say? All right, hang on. I didn't pay attention. I did not pay attention to the objective. I want to see what it has to say. Silly me. All right. That's one way to do it. Geronimo! Jump down! Alright. Alright, we're gonna talk to the guy, see what happens. I wonder how this will go. Because, like, he could just go, guys, help me! over the speaker. I'm quite curious. We'll pause time and then just end up like right in front of him. And he'll be like, oh. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay.
Please don't hurt me. You're here to kill the Regent, aren't you? Spare my life, and I can help you beat him. He makes recordings on audiograph, secrets. Some that would destroy him if others heard. Played on this amplifier, his confessions would be broadcast throughout the city. He'll be ruined. The audiograph card you want is in a safe in the Lord Regent's room, but I was able to see the combination over his shoulder. 935. Trust me, what's recorded on that card will do the trick. Good luck.
Ooh, I believe we've just unlocked the non-lethal option, haven't we? Find the audiograph. Okay. I love his complete lack of loyalty there, because he's like, this guy, get him, spare me. I'm just here spouting propaganda. I am paid to do this awful job. Very cool. So that way, instead of it being a situation where you kill the Lord Regent and they can still work and spin that narrative, right, to the people being like, this guy's killing all of our people, and trying to disrupt order, you can expose the truth instead, played to everyone, and everyone will hear conclusive evidence, which is a much better outcome to be able to have a confession played to the people instead of a sort of the position of power saying, oh, don't worry guys, we're under control, don't worry, you know? So we'll definitely be doing that. 935. The Abbey of the Everyman is a seat of religious power and inspiration for all overseers across the Empire. The Order arose over the years to protect the common people from the ravages of the outsider until the need for a central bastion of authority was deemed necessary. The imposing structure is a destination for pilgrims seeking refuge or guidance. Many mistakenly attribute the Abbey's construction to High Overseer Benjamin Holger, when it was in actuality Holger's successor, John Clavering, who laid the foundation. Shortly after the Abbey was completed, every overseer in the land gathered there and began a trek to Whitecliff. There, a great siege commenced as the overseers purged the region. The battle raged against heretics, witches, and thralls of the outsider. Though Holger was killed in the struggle, Whitecliff was cleansed, and the ceremonial rites that followed lasted for a month, giving birth to many invocations and speeches, which were inscribed in tomes and carried back to the Abbey, where they are still revered today. So I think that might be the strictures, right? Oh, damn, that's some lore for you. And then we need to come back with the audiograph, and we will be able to do it.
His chambers can be reached by the balcony.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'll be doing it. Okay, so we'll put him to sleep, and then we'll play the confession.
Some men can still find work along the waterfront. The man is only as common as his dreams. Only after a long day of work will he return to his home and family. It is in the common man that the Abbey finds its most faithful.
I like that the heart is basically just like, this dude's just a normal guy. He's just a dude. He's a mouthpiece. Someone just put him there and said, read these words. You know, he doesn't believe what he's even saying. Okay. The Lord Regent's safe. This will be fun. Okay, so from here, we can now blink our way on through. He's gonna walk out here, and that's when we'll grab him, I guess. Maybe wait for him to turn around.
So bad if that damn fool Corvo hadn't killed the Empress.
He's actually facing the other way. I doubt there would be a conversation to be had with him. Sleepy time. I still need to get the bone charm, which is over here. So we'll do that. We've read that. The High Overseer. We have not read. Okay. Over the centuries, the Abbey of the Everyman has held its place as the dominant religion across the Isles. Not only do its adherents call it the only meaningful faith, but aside from a few tolerated variants, they castigate the followers of other religions as heretics, actively resulting in harm rather than harmony. A key component to the Abbey's health is the High Overseer, venerated by all other overseers, the women in the oracular order, and the congregations from each town and city across the Empire. The High Overseer is called upon to interpret the 7 strictures and to initiate important ceremonies such as the Fugue Feast at the end of each calendar year. Above all, the High Overseer must embody the strictures, serving as a living example of their perfection. Upon the death of the acting High Overseer, it falls upon a council made up of elder overseers to call for the Feast of Painted Kettles, the first step in the arduous process of choosing a new leader for the Abbey. And so Martin had, like, dealt with the Abbey, I suppose, and they would chill with him. They were like, yep, you're the High Overseer now. Very quick. Which seems interesting, considering the letter that we read as well. I'm like, maybe there's more to that. Possession upgrade. We can now possess people, which is very good. That may help us in our journey for the bone charm. So we'll do this so we don't have to come back into this room.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Affliction.
Dead drop. Lord Spymaster, we had a specific agreement and I planned around it. The Royal Protector wasn't part of that agreement. You assured me that she and the girl would be alone, so the price of the job just went up. Send the coin to the alternate dead drop, or you can be sure we'll come calling. Dowd. Okay. Interesting. There you go. We've got some information there, and the confession audiograph. There it is. Very good information. Okay. Now, I need to get that bone charm. We should have done that before, but that's okay. What we'll do is we will go around this way. Oh, surely you have the key on you. Like, surely you would have the key on you, sir. Surely you would have the key to your own chambers. Why do you not have the key to your own chambers, sir? Alright, I'll use the balcony. Nothing new. Balcony time. Whoop. Okay, now be careful about the dog man, wherever he is. Literally right there. I'll wait for them to do the rounds. We can grab this bone charm, then put the audiograph in. Yeah, see, that was interesting, because he knew that he saw us for almost a second. We had to stop time to get away from him. Oh no, you're turning around. Oh no. Okay, if he does it again. Interesting that he turns around. I really wasn't expecting that. I thought he'd do a full...
This would have gotten so bad if that damn fool Corvo hadn't killed the Empress.
Okay, that actually works out in my favor. Alright, that works out in my favor. Could have grabbed this so long ago. Wait. Oh, hang on. Is it behind a secret thing? Oh, hang on. Aha! Secret! Yes. That's cool. Woo! The only reason we would find this is because of the heart. Cool. Acrobat. You climb slightly faster. I will take that. That's awesome. I wonder how many of those that we've missed. Whose audiograph player is this, though?
Emily, my daughter, I know that one day you'll be grown up, and I wonder what you'll remember of these years. Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners, and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo, who was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and past, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope. It's a tricky life, full of responsibility and peril. It was not your choice to be the daughter of an empress, but I believe you'll rise to the challenge. Stay good-hearted, Emily. Keep drawing and telling stories, and only share your power with those you truly trust.
Damn, the way that that's recorded, like, almost like as a farewell, right? The way that it's pretty much put together, like, as a farewell. But, like, it's like she knew that something was coming. And that's very touching, and like, I would hope that that message can be delivered to Emily from us by finding it. That's one hell of a message to be hidden as well. And our first time hearing the Empress's voice outside of this heart.
If the plague were to take the entire city, or flames consume it, Dunwall Tower would be the last to fall.
Because yeah, you don't hear her voice much, but there you go. Amazing. That bone charm led us to a great piece of audio. Okay. Oh, he's gone. He's out. He's like, yeah, I'm going home to my wife. Here we go. It is audiograph time.
If I explain, then you will see I am not at fault. My poverty eradication plan was meant to bring prosperity to the city, to rid us of those scoundrels who waste their days in filth and drink, without homes or occupations other than to beg for the coin for which the rest of us toil. And it was a simple plan. Bring the disease-bearing rats from the Pandician continent and let them take care of the poor for us. The plan worked perfectly at first. But the rats, it was as if they sought to undo me. They hid from the catchers and bred a sickening fate. Soon it didn't matter. Rich, poor, all were falling sick. And then people began to ask questions. The Empress assigned me to investigate whether the rats had been imported by a foreign power. This is I knew the truth would come out eventually, so there was no other way than to be rid of her. And take power myself. Let me go. She had to die, you see.
You nearly destroyed this.
She had to die. Bringing about the death of an empress is not
Get him ready
easy,
for the walk to Coldridge Prison.
But it gave me a chance to attack the plague with some real authority. Quarantines, deportation of the sick. But there's always some idiot woman searching for her wretched lost babe, or some sniveling workman searching for his missing wife. And then quarantine is broken. But you can see how my plan should have worked. Would have worked if everyone had just followed orders.
Is he going to clear Corvo's name too? Damn. Doesn't clear Corvo's name in the broadcast. That's a shame. Not saying, hey, and it, luckily Corvo,
Vanished after Coldridge.
Okay, so they're getting arrested.
Campbell's counsel right now. Indeed, have I.
That's interesting. How we can just kind of chill here. They're just getting taken away. I wonder what happens if I'm just a bit curious. We're gonna be like, hey, you're not supposed to be here, but I want to see.
Just vanished after Coldridge.
I wonder what happens if we get seen.
Yes, someone has her.
Get off!
He just fucking kicked the Lord Regent. Oh, that's fucking funny.
Huh?
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? He's not even acknowledging me. I'm like, what is going on here?
Someone get over here! Oh, someone's not feeling, huh?
Okay, there you go. So you can still get seen. He's running after the Lord Regent. They're running after the Regent instead.
Guards, to me! Might be worth checking out. I need more men! Firing!
No, guys, I don't have any more fucking... I don't have any more non-lethal ways to do things. How did you miss? Here, go this way.
Impossible!
What's happening?
Go away. Okay, so when you get seen, the Lord Regent just runs for his fucking life, and they were like chasing after him too, which was interesting. This objective is... Oh! You're hiding down here! Okay. What the fuck? Why is he... Ah! Oh my god, I'm possessing the Lord Regent. Okay. He comes to hide down here. That's so strange. possessing the Lord Regent is so interesting.
Impossible! What happened?
Okay. I've just come to deal with this objective down here. We'll cross this off our list as well. Alright, we caused a little bit of chaos by getting caught there, but we put everyone to sleep with our arrows. There you go. Put one in the back of his head while he sleeps. Just to get that objective off, because it doesn't seem that there was a non-lethal option. And now I have to get out.
Let's just see what happens if I get another crack at this.
Obviously we needed the egg, so I needed to make some commotion, guys, clearly. Alright. Now it's time to try and get out of here without causing even more of a fuss. Setting everyone off right now by just looting the place on our way out. Alright, we can't go back the way we came because rats. We are not a rat. Oh, there was a... Wasn't there a... How else do I get out of here? I guess I can possess a human now, can't I? To get over the other side. Yeah, I can possess this guy. Oh, I can't possess through the pylon? Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I can't possess through the pylon. This is so messy, but we're doing our best. Hello, is there anyone who would like to be a volunteer for my position? Alright. Quick, hurry up! Run faster! Run faster, sir. I must get you through this pylon in time. Am I gonna make it? I'm not. Oh, it's so busy.
Hey, you don't look so good.
What was that?
Whoop! Oh shit. Okay. Just like gets out of his body. Run! Nobody saw nothing. Alright, we're getting out of here. Wait, is that a memorial? Damn. They put a memorial where she was killed. That's brutal. Alright, back the way we came. Whee! To Samuel. Run! Okay. Dived. There you go. When you know, the way in, careful, methodical. Some mistakes along the way, naturally. But the way out, yeah, get me the fuck out. Caused a little bit of fucking chaos there, but we didn't kill anyone except the torturer. So there you go.
Is it all done?
We made it.
You ready to go back to the Hound Pits?
Yes, Samuel. The time of the Lord Regent has ended. My name has not been cleared, sadly, but I wonder how that's going to play out.
Thanks to you, Corvo. All right, let's go.
We did it! Return to the tower. We found the runes, the charms, the shrines, the painting. So we killed the Lord Regent's torture and exposed the Lord Regent's corruption publicly. Wonderful. There you go. It seems that there may be more. But it may be the end, so let's see. Back to the Hound Pits pub. The Lord Regent has been defeated and the reign of Emily Coldwin is now assured. All that remains is to see her safely escorted to Dunwall Tower, where she will assume her position on the throne, Coronation Eve. Okay.
Big changes. Makes me uneasy, to tell the truth. A small fry like me always gets the worst of it. But maybe it's going to be different now. The Lord Regent is gone. The Abbey has a new High Overseer. I'm guessing our work is almost done. The others are in the bar. No doubt waiting to raise a glass in your name. Me, I think I'll just linger out here if you don't mind. Reflect on things while we have a moment. Congratulations, Corvo.
Okay. Long live the Empress. Celebrate with the Loyalists in the bar. The Lord Regent is no longer in power and the path has been cleared to place Emily Coldwin on the throne. The assassin who killed her mother is still at large, which is, Dowd. Well, not Dowd, but I guess, you know, like, people associated with Dowd.
I know it's a good day, but the rats are still here, aren't they? I look out at the river and still see the bodies going by.
So there you go. The confession that rats were brought in, the plague manufactured, which seemed almost pretty clear.
Won't be long now, barring some unfortunate turn of events or betrayal. I will soon have a very astonishing title. Royal Physician. No, it's too much like Sokolov. Maybe it's time for a change. A reimagining, something that will shake the Academy of Natural Philosophy to its stones. Royal Alchemist. Physicist. Royal Astrological Metaphysician.
Okay, give yourself one of the most complex ones, sure.
Nice.
Gotta take a look everywhere, because we don't know if there's anything else that's new around the place.
This is the story of the fancy-dressed lady and the naked man. Once upon a time, there was a fancy-dressed lady, and she came to the madam and said that the naked man wanted something, and she was mad about it. And then the naked man came in, and he said it was just what he always gets. And the madam said, if that's what he wants, it'll be 10 coin each time. And that it was Beatrice he'd be wanting to visit. And the fancy-dressed lady said, see? And then she left. And then the naked man said Beatrice would do. And the madam said, 10 coin, Custis. And the naked man said, Lord Pendleton. The end.
Telling stories of the golden cat, huh? Okay. So the loyalists are all in there, which means we're going to be doing what we can to... Well, here we go. The propaganda.
The Lord Regent is no longer in power. His corrupt and illegitimate regime has come to a close. Long live the Empress.
Interesting, okay. Even though she hasn't been ready to be put in place and she's disappeared.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Do not attempt to interfere with the regular transfer of deceased persons to disposal centers in the flooded district.
It definitely doesn't seem like it's too much of like a happy celebration returning back here. Like the music is still quite somber and sad. Samuel's like, I'm just going to chill out here. Sokolov is just standing in here still. Oh, it's open now. It was locked before.
Back already? I'm happy to talk. I suspect my charm is the only thing keeping me alive. I'm beginning to suspect the Lord Regent is no longer in power. Am I correct? If so, Either my usefulness is at an end, or else it is just beginning. You'd be foolish to kill me now. I can help your cause. I have inventions no one knows about.
Not all his knowledge was gleaned from academy books. Some is gained from maidservants he gets.
It's interesting that, so we have the ability to like open that trap in the bottom of the floor there. And then there's also like the whole keys to the apartment if you need a safe place, and a door to the old sewers which is locked. So it's like there's still more that I guess hasn't been even addressed, which has me quite curious. And while everyone's chilling in there, we are taking a look around.
Prepare for a temporary disruption in city government services. Remain alert for further details.
Yes, remain alert while the government has been disrupted. Okay. Entry 6. Until we get through all this and hold the coronation, nothing's certain. Dunwall Tower has got its own culture. No telling what could happen if we moved into the place too soon. The next steps must be handled carefully. Things are happening quickly now. I need time to think.
This was never my idea. He knows that. Certainly I am not completely guiltless, but with my position, he would be a fool to come for me. And if he does, I have much to offer. Extensive business opportunities. So he'll see reason, if it comes to that.
I don't know how I feel about that. Is he talking about me, or is he talking about someone else? Do you think I'm the man who deals with extensive business opportunities, or is he talking about Sokolov or Havelock? Okay. Let's enter, shall we? We're all here. Celebrate with the loyalists in the bar.
Damn me, he's done it. Word is spreading all over the city. The tyranny is over. By this time tomorrow, Emily will be on the throne. After that, we'll clear your name and put everything we've got into rebuilding the city.
I wish there were more of a city to rule. Most of Dunwall is rats and corpses.
The Admiral's right, I'm afraid. Corvo, you did your job while the rest of us sat on our asses. Our work starts tomorrow.
Tonight, rest easy. Tomorrow, we crown an empress. To Corvo, the man who served to change the course of history.
To Emily Colwyn, and the new dawn rising for Dunwall and the Empire.
She'll need higher mathematics, court protocol, and cosmology, of course. Do you provide these things?
Of course not, no. I just think I should have a central role. She trusts me.
It's true, she does, but she should trust all of us. Don't you trust me, Callisto?
Okay, what the fuck's going on?
One of the strangest.
Do you think Piero will ever want to marry? I mean, hypothetically? You talk to him more than I do.
I wonder what the histories will say of me. I must remember to burn that memoir.
Campbell's Black Book lets me control the Abbey, but only at a price.
Emily's first act will be to rescind the warrant for your arrest. We can finally take that mask off you.
I must have a portrait made. Maybe Sokolov will do it, after what we've been through here.
We took control of the Abbey through blackmail, but perhaps over time we can wield a more legitimate authority. Callista is losing her faith. I must speak to her about that.
I don't feel good about this.
Emily comes first. In a pinch, Wallace could manage the estate.
Do you know Emily is quite special? She learned from all of us, you especially. She trusts you absolutely, I believe.
We're leaving tomorrow, aren't we? I don't know if I want to go back to the tower. I can be imprisoned from anywhere, right? Maybe a ship.
The outsider is trying to FaceTime me.
You're not going to leave me when I'm Empress, are you?
Just think, I'll have tutored an Empress.
Why doesn't he trust, like, Callista?
The outsider has failed at destroying Dunwall.
Gotta get the beds in order.
The people have been brought to their knees. They are strong and are beginning to rise again. When this is over, I'm going to have a truly fantastic set of clothes made.
I don't like Lord Pendleton.
So many dead. When things are better, I will suggest my lord fund a memorial to them. Everyone deserves to be remembered.
You are an impressive man, Corvo. I hope they give you the credit you deserve.
Okay.
Emily is taller and more beautiful each day.
Do you need me to put something together for you?
We'll take a look, because I lost all of those. So, sure. I must put my head down. It feels I am being called. What the fuck? It feels ridiculously uneasy. Like, you've got this, like, transition of power happening now, but you've got, like, religious fanatic Martin here becoming High Overseer. You've got Lord Pendleton, which is like, he's not exactly a great dude. He's kind of just very similar to the other two Pendletons, but just on this group's side. And then we've got Havelock, which, I don't know. He's an interesting one with what the heart has told us. Piero is this jealous genius. And then we've got like the servants that are just worried that they're going to be like replaced or kicked out or be the first to go. Like, it's a very uneasy group already. But things don't feel celebratory on my end.
Attention.
It feels very tense.
The region of Dunwall Tower.
And what doesn't help the tense feeling is the fact that I've got the outsider pricking at my brain right now. I've got to lay my head down to rest, which makes me feel like we're due for another conversation with the outsider. It's been a very, very long time since we've actually been in that realm, since we received our powers, so this headache is mighty painful. Did I get poisoned by the drink, or is this the outsider? What do you think?
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic? Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's profit.
Yes, sir. I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as you wanted.
You've done a fine job.
Remember, we need the body. If we come forward with the corpse of the man who murdered the Empress, we'll be greeted as heroes.
Yes, it'll grant us forgiveness. We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin. You'll see to the body, won't you, Samuel?
Yes, sir.
This is their fucking plan all along. I fucking despise these gentlemen.
I'm sorry something terrible, Corvo, but I only gave you half the poison. They were watching me and it was all I could think to do. I think you're strong enough to survive that.
Ooh, Sam.
On the raft, and I've got to ship out myself before they find out I've gone against their wishes. Snakes. They'll want to do the same to me as soon as I've outlived my uses. Hopefully you'll wake up and find your way out of this cursed city.
Samuel's a real one, dude. He's the only fucking good dude. Oh my god. Flooded district. The game continues. It's not the end. I thought it was an outsider thing, and then the more you think about it and the more it feels fucking strange, you're like, Have I been poisoned instead? Because I'm struggling to even get into my own bed. Betrayed by Havelock, Martin, and Pendleton, you were only saved at the last moment by Samuel the boatman, who left you adrift in a ruined section of Dunwall. Holy shit, I actually was expecting the game to potentially end, but it just felt uneasy, right? It didn't feel like a victory. And I was like, I really wonder how this is going to play out if it's the end. So I'm actually glad that it's not the end, because I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying it tremendously. But what the fuck? Like, we had issue with some of the characters and their motivations or what they were talking about, but seeing all of them conspiring since the very beginning just to use us as a tool to put them in power, just to replace the power structure with something else that does shady shit, is not good. Not on my watch. So Samuel is the fucking only one. I wonder what's happening with Emily then if we're not with her. But we will be finding that one out next time, because it's not the end. There's still more to go. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Dishonored. I genuinely thought we were going to have a sequence with the Outsider going up. I'm like, we seem overdue for that. He's calling me. But it was something else entirely. Something a little more human instead of supernatural this time. Curious to see how this will go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you then.